Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn regarding 9th class, your first chapter in physics, measurement. And experimentation. Class 9th. Under physics, your first chapter is measurement and experimentation. Now, the heading of the chapter, what does it say? Measurement. Measurement means first thing, measure we will learn. What do you mean by measure? Where do we use this? Suppose you want to stitch a dress for yourself. Then where do we go? We go to a tailor. What does a tailor does? When you go to a tailor, he uses certain things like a measuring tape. Now, using the measuring tape, he might be finding out the length. Yes or no? Yes. On the tape, you might have seen certain things like, did you observe these things on the tape? There will be centimeters and inches. Now, measurement. Not only in our daily life, in physics also, we need to measure certain quantities. In order to measure those quantities, we use certain units. First, scientist has discovered some quantities. In order to measure these quantities, he introduced units. In order to measure these quantities, what he introduced? He introduced units. Now, you might be getting it out. Teacher, what we are measuring in our, not only the measuring of a cloth, in the case of your dress, we will be measuring like, if I ask you to measure the length of your pencil, what you will do? Either you will use your ruler or a scale to measure the length of your pencil. Now, by using this scale, you observe the length of the scale pencil as 12 centimeters. Yes or no? Not only measuring a length, you have measured breadth. In your mathematics, like rectangle, you have heard length, breadth. In the case of a cuboid, you have measured length, breadth and height. Now, these scientists, in case of physics, you might have heard in your 8th class, like terms like speed, distance, velocity, displacement. All these are what? All these terms we call them as physical quantities. What are these? Physical quantities. As we are reading physics, physical quantities. Now, for measuring either a length, breadth or a height, we are using centimeters or meters or sometimes inches. Yes or no? Now, there are so many physical quantities in physics. Among them, some of measurement means how to measure. Suppose you go to a shop. You want to buy a sugar. Now when you go to a shopkeeper, your mom has asked you to buy sugar. Now what does the shopkeeper does? He will place some amount of sugar. Yes or no? Now here on placing some amount of sugar, he asks you, Madam, how much amount of sugar do you want? Yes or no? Hence, you will be saying either 1 kg or 2 kg. If you won't say kg or a number, does he be able to understand how much sugar do you want? He won't be able to understand. Hence, 2 kgs. What you are buying here? Sugar. Sugar. Does it has volume? Does your sugar has a volume? And does it occupy some space? Okay? You have learned in your 8th standard like matter. What is matter? Any substance which occupies some space and has a volume. We call this one as matter. Now what is mass? Now in case of a sugar, can I say this is the mass of the sugar? Mass of the sugar is how much? 2 kgs. Mass. Mass means quantity of matter is called as mass. What is mass? Quantity of matter. How much amount of matter is there inside a substance? We call this one as a mass. What is matter then? You have been observing so many things in your day-to-day life. Matter is a thing, anything that occupies some space and has certain volume, we call it as a mass. Now let me ask you one question. Your pencil, does it has a mass? Yes or no? Yes, it has mass. Your compass box, does it has a mass? Does it occupy some space? Anything that occupies mass, anything that has mass and occupies some space. Anything that has mass and occupies space, we call it as a matter. What is matter? Not. Afterwards, they have decided to change in the matter as anything that has mass and occupies a space is called matter. Your pencil, does it has mass? Now if you keep it inside your compass box, does it occupy a space? Yes. Can we say now our pencil is a matter? Yes or no? Yes. You are sitting in a chair. Chair, does it has mass? Yes. Does it occupy a space? Yes. Now can we say it as a matter? Yes. Anything that has mass and occupies space is always called as a matter. Now what is mass? How much amount of matter is there? We call it as a mass. Okay. Now here under measurement, what I said first one, to measure anything in physics, we have physical quantities like mass, length, time, temperature. If you get a fever, what do? You will be putting the thermometer inside your mouth and finding out the temperature. All these are physical quantities. Speed, distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, all are physical quantities. Now these physical quantities, scientists have physical quantity. Physical quantities. What are physical quantities? Like mass, length, time, distance. All are physical quantities. After knowing about these physical quantities, scientists have divided these physical quantities into two types. First one is fundamental quantity. The second one is derived quantity. Physical quantities are divided into two types: fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Now, fundamental quantity. Today we will learn only two definitions regarding fundamental quantity and derived quantity. In the next class, we will be learning about units. Now here, what is a fundamental quantity? How to know about a fundamental quantity? First one is, we are knowing about fundamental quantity. What are fundamental quantities? Those quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities are called as fundamental quantities. Those quantities which do not depend on any other quantities are called as fundamental quantities. Now let us take mass. I want to buy some tomatoes. I will go to a greengrocer and ask him, I want some tomatoes. Now what does she will be doing? She will be putting, if you have asked 1 kg tomatoes, she will be putting in the physical balance and putting 1 kg tomatoes, and she will be giving 1 kg. Is it mass or not? Yes. Mass is a fundamental quantity. It won't depend upon any other quantities. Like next example, let us take length. If I want to find the length of your pencil, just you are simply using your ruler or a scale and finding out the length of the pencil as 12 centimeters. Next, if I ask you to find how much is the time now, you will be seeing your watch or clock and saying how much the time. Let us assume 3 p.m. Such quantities which they won't depend on any other quantities are called as fundamental quantities. See, when you start reading mathematics, first what does your mathematics teacher ask you? Learn the basics. Okay? Like that, for the physical quantities also, you will be having fundamental quantities, basics. let us tell me, or let me ask you some questions. Like when you go to a school for the first time, like LKG you are going. First, what does your teacher make you to learn? Like alphabets, A, B, C, D. Yes or no? Now by learning A to Z you have learned. In the next class, what you will be learning? A two-letter word like and, the. So no, next and, three-letter word. Now by using the alphabets, you are framing the words there. These are always called as a fundamental. Similarly, in physics, you have fundamental quantities. Like we have A to Z letters. By using these quantities, we will be deriving another type of a quantity called as derived quantities. Now your fundamental quantities are basic quantities. Those quantities which do not depend on any other quantities are called as fundamental quantities. Today what we have learned? What is matter? Next thing is measurement. Next we have learned what do you mean by a physical quantity. How many types of physical quantities are there? Next we have learned what is mass. Okay? Now based on this, you find out certain definitions from your textbook, either 8th class or 7th class. Okay? Your homework is finding out definitions of, first one is matter, second one is physical quantity, the third one is what do you mean by mass. Okay, this is the homework for you, finding out the definitions of matter, what do you mean by physical quantity and mass. Okay, find out from your 7th or 6th or 8th textbook. You will be getting the definitions of all these things. Okay children, thank you.